How you doing? My name is Moran and I work for Acbeyond. And the other video before we left off on page 9 where we're talking about the low side of the system. Now we're going to continue, talk briefly about it. And we said that anything below 0 psig, which is psig, anything below 0, it's considered a vacuum. Okay, we're going to talk about why is the reason that you're supposed to have no air inside the system or moisture, because one of the reasons the air conditioner will not work properly. Okay, and we will talk about more stuff later on during the other videos. But also we're going to talk about a micron gauge, we're going to talk about vacuum pump, and why you have to remove all the air out of the system. Okay, that was a page on the previous video. We talked about that before. So now we're going to move on to the next one, which talk about the high side. The low side already was blue. It's color blue, the gauge itself. And now we're going to talk about the high side. The high side is red. Okay. Now the okay. Now we're going to talk about R22. Okay, the R22 we want to maintain a pressure of 225. So it'll be 225 psig. Okay. Now the way we came with determine with this pressure is because we use a PT chart. We're going to talk about the PT chart also later on in the other videos, and which is also in the book. The information, everything I'm talking about here, it's in the book. It's on sale now. Anyway, so 225 psig, it's going to be talking about like an 80 degrees day, 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. Now this is for R22 only. Now if you're going to be working with another refrigerant, and let's say we want to talk about 47C. Oh, before that, 225 we should be around here. Be 225, okay? So let's say this is 0. Colors. Say it'll be 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, and 600. Okay. Now the R22 we want to maintain a pressure of 225. Okay, that's one. Now the other refrigerant, the 47C, 22 is green, don't forget, and also in 47C is called orange, burnt orange. Okay, for 47C we want to maintain a pressure at least now, okay, of 260 psig. Okay, we want to maintain the pressure to about 260 psig. Now same thing with this one. We're gonna maintain at 80 degrees temperature Fahrenheit. Okay, we're gonna talk about the PT chart and the relations with the refrigerant and the pressure. Okay, this is for 460. This is for 47C, 460 psig. Now we're gonna talk about the other one. Oh, it's okay. I moved it anyway. Now we're gonna talk about the next refrigerant. Let's see. This is 260. Right? Now the next refrigerant we're going to talk about is 410A. 410A. Okay, 410A, we want to maintain a pressure of 366, which also it's pretty high, so you have to be careful. psig. Okay, for 410A, same thing. Pressure is very high, but in the temperature we wanted to maintain a temperature we're talking about 80 degrees. We're talking about the relationship of the atmospheric air, like what's on the temperature around the condenser. Okay. Like I said in the one more videos, we're going to talk about what's a evaporator, what's a compressor, what's a condenser. We're going to talk about the 4 major components. Okay. So this is, like I said, this is in the beginning of the book. Don't forget to get a copy. It's under Oscar Moran in Amazon, and also it's on Acbeyond, and you know, you can just purchase the book there. Also, don't forget to put a thumbs up in YouTube, Instagram, and also and also in Facebook and on Twitter. We have it on LinkedIn, and also we have also on LinkedIn is on the Oscar Moran. But anyway, don't forget to give a thumbs up. Okay, now we have to remember that we already spoke about R22. Okay, so R22, it's going to be 225 psig, 407. Just gonna keep it just one color. 407 C. It's 266 psig. 410A, it's 366 psig. Okay, same thing. And this is, we're talking about, we got this pressure at a temperature of 80 degrees when it's a normal temperature. Okay. Now, we already spoke about the low side of the gauge. We spoke about the high side of the gauge. We're talking about the vacuum itself. We already mentioned to you before in the vacuum. And in the other videos, we're going to keep talking about what other components we have in the systems. Okay? About this. That's it for now. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and have a good night.